Hi guys, welcome back to the Craft Scraps. My name is Lauren and today we are going to be doing print then cut stickers. So I have a lot of print then cut tutorials and specifically for stickers already on my page, but I thought I would do a new updated version, and it just seems like I get a lot of questions, or just in general there seems to be a lot of questions about how to do print then cut with sticker paper specifically. So that is what we're going to do today. So I'll show you first how we will achieve our print then cut image in Design Space, and then we'll actually cut. So to do this, I'm going to just be coming over here to phrases. I love that Cricut updated the Design Space to be able to sort through phrases and images. It just makes things so much easier. And to make sure that everyone can use this specific image I'm using, I'm going to filter for free. So we will do this one. It's just cute and super simple. All right, so because this is basically already ready to go, there's just a couple of things we need to do. First of all, I like this image, but like, what the heck? What are these? Like, I understand that's probably like a little press and vinyl, but that's like so like random. I don't like it. So I'm deleting that because I personally, that's just weird to me. So now we're ready to go. And so all we need to do to make this a print then cut image, right now we can tell that it is a cutting image, not print then cut, because if I come up here to operation, you can see that it says basic cut. But we want it to be print then cut, so it will print from our printer and then we can cut it out with our Cricut. So all you have to do is come over here to flatten, click flatten, and you can see that like that kind of changes what the image looks like just a little bit, because it's basically flattening it. It's getting rid of the cut lines. And so now when we come up here and look at operation, it's a little bit grayed out, but it says print then cut. And then over here, it also says print then cut. So we're basically good to go. Super easy. So if you wanted to do a different image, I just want to show you that this is pretty much universal. So I'll just use one of these non-free ones just as a example. So something like this, we can also do as print then cut. But this one, we can see it doesn't really have anything like behind it. So even if I flatten it, my machine is still going to think, oh, well, yeah, we can print it, but I'm still going to cut around like all of these letters because it doesn't have like, I don't know what you'd say, like a foundation. Like you can see the background behind all of these, whereas this is like a solid image. So all you would need to do to combat that, it just depends. Like if you wanted this to cut out in like this exact like square kind of manner, we would just come over here to shapes. You can pick a free square. I'm going to send it to the back. And you basically just like give it a little bit of a border. If you want it to be a color, great. If not, we can change it to white, which is what like I would do. And so now what we have to do is, it's still thinking that this square is a basic cut image and it's not a part of our print then cut here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to select both of these. I'm going to click flatten. And now we have our flattened image here ready to go. And that's basically it. So we'll come over here to make it. And you'll see that we have both of our stickers here. So you can see both of these will fit on our sticker paper, so we can click continue. So now it's going to find my machine, but we also need to send this to the printer. So you're going to click send to printer. Make sure you obviously have your sticker paper loaded into your printer. I'll show you how I load mine in just a second. How you load your sticker paper does matter what kind of printer you're using. So just know which way your printer paper like flips out. Does it like feed through and like flip over? Your printer should tell you, or just definitely do a test if you're unsure. So I'm leaving the bleed on. So basically what the bleed does is it gives us a little border around to make sure that there's no white space between like the edge of our sticker and the paper. This one, it doesn't really matter because it's gonna be white. So I will switch you over to the camera really quick so you can see how we're gonna load our paper. All right, so this is the sticker paper I'm using. It's the Anti-Tay sticker, can't speak today. The Anti-Tay sticker paper, and it says cut setting copy paper. So even though the cut setting does say copy paper, if you have like a relatively new Cricut, new blade, or your blade is pretty sharp, I think that the best setting for this is the washi tape setting with less pressure. The reason why is because I tried this like, I don't know, 5 times, and even with the copy paper setting on less pressure, it was just cutting straight through the copy paper. Or I'm sorry, it was cutting straight through the sticker paper. So here's just like an example. So it cuts through and it cuts fine. And if you don't mind your sticker being cut out of the backing of the paper, then this will work fine for you. But if you want the sticker to maintain the backing, so like if you're giving someone a sheet of stickers, my recommendation is washi tape setting, less pressure. Like I said, this is just my opinion, and if your blade is super dull or you're comfortable with the copy paper setting, or if you don't care if the backing is left, then copy paper will work just fine. All right, so for the sticker paper, I always have to see which side is like the sticky side. I wish it gave you like an indicator on the back, like this is the carrier sheet, this is the sticky side, but this is the sticky side. So for my printer, I'm gonna put it in carrier sheet side up, and it's going to feed through the printer like this, so it'll print on this top side. So I did get a new printer. This is the HP Envy Inspire. Again, it's a pretty inexpensive printer. Is it the best printer on the market? Probably not, but for me, it works. So I'm going to load my paper. And so this is what I'm talking about. Your printer should tell you how your paper is going to feed. So you can see this is like, you know, to symbolize like the back, and the paper is going to feed like this. Okay. So all that means is that the carrier sheet, or like the backing side, is going to go face up in my printer, because it's going to go like this and print on the sticker paper side. Again, it's going to depend on what kind of printer you have. This printer I do have linked in my Amazon storefront if you are interested. So now that we have our paper all loaded, we are going to print. All right, so you can see our 2 images here. So now we are going to put them on our mat and cut. So again, for the cut settings for this, we are going to use the washi tape with less pressure. So if you have the Explorer Air 2 Cricut with the dial, you're going to change your setting to custom and then choose washi tape in design space. But for the Maker 3, I have it here in my favorites, or you can go to Browse All Materials, type in washi tape, done. But I also want to change the pressure to less, because I want it to cut less with less pressure. All right, so to cut this, I'm going to put it on my light grip mat. And actually, this mat is like pretty new, so it's a little too sticky. So I think I'm going to use this mat. It's just a little more worn in. It's not as sticky. So again, that's just personal preference because I feel like it's easier to get off of the sheet if it's not like a brand new sticky mat. So this is the scraper I literally just got at the Dollar Tree, you guys. Oh my God. If you haven't been over to my Instagram or my TikTok lately, I really encourage you to. Or I think I'm going to put it in a YouTube short as well. The amount of Cricut dupes that are at the Dollar Tree right now are freaking insane. I can't even handle it, honestly. All right. So our machine's all ready to go. So now we can load our mat and our light is blinking. So it's ready to load. All right, so now we can cut, but before it cuts, it is going to basically, it's going to aggressively take our mat first, but it is going to scan this black registration mark. And so basically all this means is it's making sure that it cuts where it's supposed to cut. I should mention, if you have not calibrated your printer to your Cricut, I definitely recommend you do that. I do have a video on how to do that. I'll link it up below. That process actually has not changed too much. It's an old video I have, but it's pretty much the same. It'll print out a couple of like test sheets. You see where it cuts and if it's close to the printed line, and basically that's it. So now it will actually cut. It's all good to go. If you have any issues with your registration mark, it'll tell you. So you can see it's cutting a perfect square around the one that we added the shape to. And for the little cloud looking one over here, it's cutting around it like it normally would. All right, so we can unload our mat. And you can see if I peel my mat away from the sticker paper, it has not cut through the mat. I'm sorry, it has not cut through the sticker paper. But we can still, literally cannot speak today, but we can still peel our stickers seamlessly. And this one over here where we had the little shape, you can see peels as well too. So now all you have to do is peel your sticker, and you can see we're left with the backing, and just stick it. And it's just like a normal sticker. And you can see here, this color is kind of light, but you can see that there's a little bit of that color of this like little, what is this, like kind of like a cream color, and that is the bleed, so we don't have any white border around our sticker. Sure, let's just put this here, why not? And you're done. All right, guys, so that is it on how to make your own print and cut stickers. I think these turned out so cute. Like, I don't know what this bucket is, but it's like becoming my new just like little craft bucket. It's just like kind of fun. So as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and happy crafting.